And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Alan Shoemaker.
Oh, hey there, I was just checking out the KRGV weather app. I can't show you the radar all day. I know you would like to sit here and stare at it with me all day to see when storms are going to pop up. But if you can't be near your TV, you can check out the KRGV weather app. See, you can get the radar right there on your phone if you're out away from the TV today, because it could get a little active in terms of storm coverage later today if you're in or traveling north of the valley, especially north of the valley, but potentially some storms could pop up here later this afternoon. You look across Texas, it has been a little stormy at times the last few days. Another round of some storms building by the Big Bend area, but South Texas could start to fill in with more numerous thunderstorms later today and this evening. So kind of keep an eye on the weather. Like I said, if you are traveling around the valley or north of the valley, there is a front to our north which is helping to spark some of the storms. That front barely moving today, but you see how Future Track is showing a large cluster of storms coming along that front to our north. This run of Future Track, we showed you a different model earlier, had some storms trying to blow up in the valley later this afternoon and evening. That's still a possibility. This model says it's going to be dry, but we have to kind of see if some storms building to the north can kind of force their way or force other storms to the south later this afternoon, this evening, into tonight. So next few hours look pretty quiet, but as you get toward, like 4 or 5 p.m. or later, kind of watch out for the possibility of storms popping up. And then tomorrow, kind of the same deal. Front's still to the north, even though it's kind of weakening. It could still fire off a couple showers of storms in the valley from time to time. Another stronger cold front is moving along later on Tuesday. So I think overall Tuesday may not be, during the daytime at least, may be pretty quiet without many storms around. But as this next front gets closer to the area Tuesday night, in the overnight hours, it could force a line of showers and storms into the valley again, with another round of some rain possible through early Wednesday morning. And then once that clears the area, then it gets a little bit cooler, but only for maybe a day or two. The humidity drops and we get a small relief from the heat. Now, Future Track, again, don't pay attention to these numbers specifically, but there could be some heavy downpours. You see by later this evening, it is showing if storms try to come down from the west and parts of Starr County, upwards of maybe 2 or 3 inches or more rain locally in some of the heavier storms, but not everywhere. And then when you add in some rain potentially tomorrow, you could see maybe rainfall amounts of another inch or 2 in some spots. So yeah, again, it could be kind of stormy at times the next couple of days in parts of the valley. If you are going to the coast today, quiet right now, but I think the coast this afternoon should be quiet. Maybe tonight a storm could reach there if anything does move on in. But east winds 10 to 15 knots, high tide at noon today, low tide this evening, another high tide before midnight with water temperatures in the low 80s. So stay tuned. We will be watching for storm potentials the next few days in your First Warn 5 forecast. Frank?